Shot 170. Okay. This shit's kind of sad. This is what I typed in for this. This is what I typed in. Chill summer beat. Why is it the saddest fucking song ever? Jesus Christ. They're like, we know it's almost over, so yeah, this is what we gave you. Oh, okay. I feel like I'm in like an 𝗨𝗀𝗃 right now. Mom, can I get this? No. 𝗨𝗀𝗃 just had so many clothes in it. You ever notice that? You ever go into a store and you're just like, how the fuck do you guys fold all this? 𝗨𝗀𝗃 low-key, like, 𝗨𝗃 was low-key like the underdog, you know? You always kind of liked it, but you're like, American Eagle and Hollister kind of got you by a mile. But I still fuck with you. I still fuck with your polos a little bit. Like, they've always, like, 𝗨𝗃's always been there. You know what I mean? You ever feel bad for, like, stores in the mall? 𝗨𝗃, I always walk by and I'm like, hey, I still believe in you, all right? Don't go out. Don't go out like 678 down there. That store called 678. I was like, why is it called 678? They're like, everything's $6, $7, or $8. I was like, whoa. When a store doesn't make it in the mall, you're like, you throw a flower like where it used to be. You're like, there we go. To the homies, bro. When they take a good store out of the mall, you're like, what? Dude, they took Gap out of the mall. I was like, what is going on? No way. They're just moving it. They're moving it to the other wing. No, because Gap can't. No, not Gap. Gap sucked, honestly. Nothing fit. And it was just Old Navy. It was Old Navy in a better location in the mall. Old Navy was the shit. It was so bright. It was so cheap in there. And they had like toys and balls and shit. Dude, the fitting room at Old Navy. Never been in a place bigger in my life, that fitting room. Who the fuck is trying on that many clothes in Old Navy? 67 doors. One person trying on cargo shorts. What's up? Espresso Podcast with 𝗫𝗀𝗃, Shot 170. Remember to follow on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Cameo, Twitter, all at 𝗫𝗀𝗃. What's happening? Hey, and remember to rate, review, subscribe, tell your homies, tell your homegirls, because this is the pod. This is the pod you need to listen to. This is the pod. No, for real, though. It's getting good, man. I like where this pod's going. We got shows coming up at Helium this Tuesday, Indiana's Funniest. I'll be on there at 8 o'clock this Tuesday at Helium. And then all weekend at Helium, I'm featuring for Hannah Berner. She's the shit. Come out and see it. And Sarah Huntington's hosting, so it'll be a good weekend. It'll be dope. It'll be dope. Come through. Helium. All weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's shows at 8:30 and 10 o'clock each night. But go to the website for sure. I'll put the link in my in the podcast description. I went way too long without fucking up a word. I was like, when's it coming? When's it coming? When's it description? There it is. Oh, shit. You ever talk too long? You ever talk so long without fucking something up and you're like, I must be having a good day. Dude, every like fifth word I say, I'm like, why'd I say that? I called my girlfriend Bo the other day. You ever want to call somebody like bro, man, all those things? I was gonna call her like boo. I was like, all right, yeah, let's get out of here, Bo. And then I was like, I can't take that one back. Dude, my dad would fuck up. He'd try to call me bro and man. He'd be like, "What's up, ban?" Like, if I run off like 20 words straight without fucking anything up, or like drooling, or like not being able to catch my breath at the end of a sentence or something like that, I might as well fucking run for president that day. I'm like, am I on drugs? Like, what did I eat? Like, I want to memorize everything I did this day so I can not mess up a word for the rest of my life. He woke up, he drank milk, he got a coffee, then he worked out, and then he said 2 sentences correctly for the first time in his life. Now he does that every single day. Dude, it feels like fall outside. You know, when the months like trick you and they're like, hey, we're going to give you a little bit of fall today, so you miss it, and then we're going to go back to summer for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe 4 months. We don't know yet. You're like, fuck. Every time it's summer, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait till fall. And then every time it's fall, I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait till winter. And then it's winter, I'm like, dude, I can't wait till summer. I love fall, bro. I can't wait for fall shit. I say this, and then once it's fall, I'm like, I fucking, ew, fall? I'm such a bitch, but every time I think of fall, I just think about the coffee. That's how, dude, coffee runs my goddamn life, man. It's not even why this, did people come up to me and they're like, is your podcast called Espresso because you like rate and review coffees? I'm like, no, but I should. The coffee in fall is just, it is just on a different level than every other month. The fall coffee, and not because of PSL. You just want coffee more in the fall. Because you're like, should I get a hot one? I get iced coffee every fucking day. So when it gets kind of cold out, I'm like, maybe I should get a hot one. Then I get a hot one, and it's way too hot. And I'm like, why did I get a fucking hot one? No, but it was definitely fall type beat outside. It's just the clothes, too, you know. You can be more relaxed. You can just wear a hoodie and just be like, what's up? But at the same time, you can wear shorts, too, and be like, yeah, I'm not ready for it to be cold yet. I think I wear shorts more than anybody in the world. I thought about it the other day. I just hate wearing pants. I saw myself in the mirror, and I'm like, I'm always just wearing shorts. I'm just waiting for something weird to happen to my legs. Like, every guy, like 8 out of every 10 guys just has like a weird leg, you know? There's so many weird legs out there. I'm almost there, bro. I got like a bump on my leg. I'm like, well, my whole leg will be purple in like 2 weeks. All right, let's get to this question, huh? I had a lot of people hit me up about my hair transplant because I put that picture on social media, or I put that picture on Instagram. Like, did you really get a hair transplant? And I was like, yep. And it's that picture of me, like, straight up scalped. My head looked like a unfrosted Pop-Tart. It was this week last year when I got my hair transplant. I was out for 3 weeks, dude. Biggest head ever. Oh, I remember I tried to do this podcast with a numb, big old head, dude. And it was probably the worst podcast I've ever done. But yeah, I was talking about my hair transplant. I just woke up like 2 weeks later and I looked at my legs and I had 2 big ass bruises on the back of my legs. And I was like, what is that from? What could that be from? So it reminded me like that moment in my head, I was like low key scared. Like they had to put me to sleep for that procedure. So they could have done like anything to me for like 2 hours. I was like, why do I have bruises on the back of my legs? But I was thinking about it and they like had to strap me down. And that's probably what it was. That's probably what it was. Yeah, that's probably what it was. No, but like honestly, halfway through that procedure when they were like doing shit on my head, I woke up. Straight up. I've talked about this before. I talked about this on the podcast right after I got my hair transplant. I woke up and started getting up and they're like, whoa, 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 hey, whoa, 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 hey, where are you going? I go like this. I go, sorry, I thought my alarm went off. That's happened to me every time I've ever had a procedure. They'll put me to sleep and I'll wake up halfway through and be like, holy shit, am I late for work? Like, I can't even. He's the most stressed man. He's the most stressed out man. He can't even relax when he's on drugs. He's the most stressed man in the world. He can't even relax when he's on drugs. He's stressed out and he has a purple leg. Oh, shit. All right, so that was scary for me because I had no idea what that was from. Let's go through these DMs. What's the most scared you've ever been? Here we go. 𝗨𝗽𝗋𝗯𝗀. I was driving from Kansas to Ohio. God, that sounds like the worst trip ever. 2 states nobody wants to go to. Missed an exit and ended up going 200 miles out of the way. Ended up in Farmersville, Illinois, coincidentally. This was pre-smartphone. I had no GPS. I used an old school map to figure out where I was and find my way back to the highway. I still brag about it. Dude, I have no idea how people went anywhere before GPS. Can you imagine? Dude, I remember riding in the back seat and my parents were like driving somewhere, or maybe it was just my mom. No, it was my mom and my uncle for some fucking reason. And they had this big ass map in the middle of the car. Like half of it was on the dash, half of it was on like the console. And they just had this blue pen like writing. I was like, dude, is it even worth going anywhere? Dude, that sounds like the worst trip ever though. Kansas to Ohio. And I ended up in Farmersville. I remember if we were lost or something, we would actually get lost on trips. We would get lost on trips because we took road trips hell like all the time, especially in the summer because my family lives in Michigan, so we always went up to Michigan all the time. Both sides of my family lived in Michigan, so we were like every 2 weeks it was like Michigan. So sometimes we'd like go somewhere, take it to like, I don't know, we'd just go somewhere and we get lost. And we'd have to go into a gas station and ask them how to get somewhere. Dude. People used to be so smart. I just hit my fucking shin. That hurts so bad. Ah! Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Just hit my shin. Hurt so bad. All right, here we go. What's the most scared you've ever been? Vector Media. I went to jail, and I got brought into a side cell with 4 dudes in it. Worst nightmare. Also, my appendix burst while I was in a bath, and I literally had 2 hours till it was fatal, and I had a seizure in the waiting room. Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, that's my worst fear. I went to jail, and I got brought into a side cell with 4 dudes in it. That has to be so fucked up. What do you, dude? Immediately, I'd be like, they're gonna try to have sex with me. Fuck. That'd be the first thing I'd thought. Like before they even talk. Like, do they say what's up? If I walked into jail and 4 guys were in there, I'd be like, so, it's feeling like fall outside. Do you guys like the coffee in the fall? Or I'd be the biggest bitch in jail. I would be doing everything those motherfuckers told me. Me in jail. That's so fried. So, you guys do tattoos, or is that just on the movies? Hey, when do we work out here? That's kind of the thing, right? Dude, I would be so fucked in jail. Also, my appendix bursted while I was in a bath, and I literally had 2 hours till it was fatal. I had a seizure in the waiting room. Yeah, that's appendix shit is scary because you like don't know when, and anytime anything hurts in my stomach, I'm like, it's my appendix, because that's like what they taught us in school. Like the first time I heard somebody had their appendix like sliced open or whatever, I was like, holy shit. Yeah, you only have 2 hours to live. They make it like sound like it's the craziest fucking ticking time bomb. Like, why the fuck do we even have an appendix? It doesn't do shit for you except for ruin your life. If you wait too long, it could blow up. It's like a commercial for a fucking like board game or something as a kid. The appendix. You wait too long, it'll blow. The appendix. You better find out if it's gonna blow, because if you don't, you'll die. The appendix. Sorry, not your fault that it exploded. You didn't do anything wrong. It's just the appendix. R.I.P. Jesus Christ, man. It's always like when you talk to somebody who had their appendix taken out, you're like, what did it feel like? And they're like, I actually had, I had like a little bit of stomach pain. And then I just like randomly on my way to the store got it checked out. And they're like, yeah, you would have died in 20 minutes. It's always some shit like that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. The appendix. All right, here we go. The most scared you've ever been. The lone wolf. I unintentionally stumbled into an evening with the Chinese mob, and I thought I was gonna die. Swear to God. How do you stumble? That seems like the scariest mob, honestly. The Chinese mob. That's the scariest sentence I've ever heard. Stumbled into an evening with the Chinese mob, bro. I just feel like they'd kill you by just like looking at you. I feel like Chinese people just have so many tricks and shit that we don't know about. I'm like, ugh. Italian mob has shotguns and shit. Chinese mob just snaps their fingers and looks at you and your appendix bursts. Ah! The appendix. Chinese mob, shut up. Here we go. Most scared you've ever been. Mary Catherine. Riding the zipper at the St. Simon Fest when I was 10, bro, the zipper. All those rides. Oh. But Mary Catherine, she goes, riding the zipper at the St. Simon Festival when I was 10, I thought the ride was going to fall apart. Started crying and saying Hail Marys. The most Catholic-ass experience of all time. Riding the zipper at the St. Simon Festival. Started saying Hail Marys. The amount of times I've prayed to God on those fair rides. Because those fair rides are different, dude. They are meant to make you throw up. Like rides like at theme parks and shit, they're like, ah! It's like a thrill, you know? They're like real tall and like going in loops and going big downhills. Those are like thrill rides, you know? Big ass roller coasters and shit. At the fair, they're like cheap, like rides, you know? The Scrambler. Bro, I get so dizzy on those fucking rides. It's like uncomfortable for me. That's like why I'm scared to go on rides. I couldn't go, dude. At the fair, I was like, I'd go on these rides, but like, I'm not going to be the same for the rest of the day. You go on those rides and you feel drunk for the rest of the day. Dude, when you feel that, when you get hot on a ride, you ever have that when you get hot on a ride? You're like, this is fun, I'm good. You're like checking in with your body. You're like, I'm still good, we're good, right? And your brain's like, yeah, we're good. Just you checking in with it and shit. Your body's like, oh, we're good. Then something happens and like your cart flips a different way for one time on the ride. And your body's like, oh shit. And your neck gets all hot. Your mouth gets all small. Every time I'm about to throw up, my mouth gets so fucking small. My mouth is the size of a Barbie's mouth when I'm about to throw up. Let's keep going. What's the most scared you've ever been? Jessica Jean. Scariest shit ever was when I saw a UFO flying behind me and my friend when we were driving back home from school in the middle of the night. Swear that actually happened. It was effed up. A UFO. Every time I see some shit in the sky that's going way too fast, I'm like, UFO, aliens. Can't tell me anything else. UFO. Don't you think aliens would like have the technology not to be seen though? Like what a rookie move for aliens just to fly their shit in the broad daylight. I guess we do the same shit when we go to Mars. We're like, here's our spaceship. Looks like a big dick. Plant our flag right on the soil. Like we're not sneaky about that shit at all. It's probably every time I see something that looks like a UFO, I'm like, it's a weird army plane. They're testing out army planes. There they go, testing out army planes again. It's like abducting people with that one like weird light, and you can like see them go up in the UFO. I'm like, yep, it's just the old Navy SEALs. Yep, Squadron 3-0. Yeah, they're just testing them out. They're sending them over to Afghanistan soon. Afghan. Is that the blankets your grandma's knit? Afghan. Afghan, yeah. Holy shit. No wonder Afghanistan was so familiar to me as a kid. Because my grandma fucking knitted up 40 of them every month. Dude, if your grandma didn't thread up an Afghan, why does every grandma have to, like, literally, mandatorily have to do that? Every grandma just knows how to make blankets. Yep. One day, they're just like, making a blanket. They are so fucking comfortable, though. And I don't even know if they are comfortable, but just the fact that your grandma made it with her hands, you're like, give me that fucking Afghan, god damn it. You fucking, like, if that's at your house and, like, your friend sleeps with it, you're like, not that one. Nope. That one goes with me. Oh, shit, Afghans. Jacob Teague, most scared you've ever been. I was on a ride at an amusement park that flips upside down about 50 feet in the air, and my buckle came a little bit loose. Thought I was going to completely unbuckle. Yeah, I always wonder, like, how, you know, they, like, lock you down in that seat thing. It's like, and they always go a little bit too tight so you, like, can't breathe during the ride. And, like, half the time I'm on a ride, I'm like, oh, fuck, my shoes are going to fall off. That's, like, what I'm thinking. I can never enjoy myself on a ride because I'm thinking, like, 40 different things. I'm like, the ride's going to break. My wallet's probably going to fall out of my pocket. My shoes are going to fall off. I don't even know if I have my phone right now. And they're like, did you have a good time? I'm, like, fucking checking all my shit. I'm like, hold on. Let me get you. Give me a minute. I got to make sure wallet, phone, keys, my shoes. Kind of fucked up. Yeah, it was fun. Every fucking ride. Like, did they have, like, little compartments to put all your shit? Here we go. Ben Connors. What's the most scared you've ever been? When I got stuck in the ocean and the curtain wouldn't let me come back to shore. Bro, I always thought somebody would just, like, you know, people just go in the ocean and, like, kind of fall asleep and shit. That was my nightmare. Doing that, like, in an inner tube, like, falling asleep and just drifting away. Everybody forgets about you and you just wake up and you're like, holy fuck! You can't see anything. I would scream forever. You don't know which way to go. You got to get out a big fucking map. In a blue pen. It's like foggy. Bro, that would suck. How would you know which direction to go? That's where I'm fucked. I have no, like, survival skills. I'd probably pop my inflatable thing and be like, all right, I'll just eat this. All right, let's go viral. Viral. But first, this podcast is brought to you by Wave One Media. If you want to start your own show, visit thewave1.com. All right, hashtag my Spidey sense tells me. Hashtag my Spidey sense tells me. I always get like a little, like, I've dumb Spidey sense. Like, I always know, like, where, like, this is my thing. This is my Spidey sense. Like, I can go into any kitchen and be like, that's your silverware drawer. Or if your silverware drawer, like, isn't right below where you're cutting shit, like, you got it backwards, dude. You ever move somewhere? Dude, one time we like, got into our new apartment and we put the silverware drawer somewhere and it didn't feel right for, like, and then, like, 2 weeks later we switched it. We're like, this isn't where it happened. We forced it. We forced it on the silverware drawer. Or, like, my Spidey senses, I can tell when songs on the radio are sped up. I feel like I'm like, I don't know, I'll listen to a song on the radio and be like, this is sped up by like 5%. I can just tell it's like not always like this. Like, I saw something come out that said episodes of Seinfeld on TBS are sped up by like 7% to get 2 more commercials in there. And I was like, oh, I knew it! They do that on the radio too. Hashtag my childhood summer. Ooh. Childhood summer, dude. That's my whole life. Childhood summer is so lit. Childhood summer. I just think of the dumb shit when I think of childhood summer. I think of like, dude, my family was just happy during the summer. We'd buy like cool shit, cool plates. We'd have like blue, green, and like pink cups. I'd be like, yes, fuck yeah. Drinking like Country Time lemonade out of those joints. My feet would always be so goddamn dirty in the summer. Ew, bro, for the whole day. Summer makes me want to cry, dude. That was the best time of my life. But it like starts to slow down when you're like 13 or 14. It's like, shit, it's starting to get real. You can like feel it. You're like, this isn't going to be the same. You always want the summer to be the same as it was the year before. When you get like 13 or 14, you're like, shit, I'm starting to do a lot of other shit now. It's like not going to be the same as last summer. Fuck. Every summer I was like, that was the best summer ever. You always had that one summer that was just like you had zero responsibilities. You're like 9. Nothing, dude. No sports. And if you played sports, like they weren't fucking with the summer. They didn't care about the summer. You were just along for the ride, dude. Just road trips. Where are we going? All right. Just note, that was the shit, man. I would wake up, assemble like a Lego soccer stadium for the first 3 hours of my day. I'd wake up at 7 a.m., play Legos till 10 while Sports Center was on, then go outside and like look at shit for 2 hours and like try to convince one of my family members to play with me or some shit. And then I'd just like try to watch TV before my mom was like, get back outside! Then I'd try to watch TV again and she'd be like, what are you doing? If you're going to be inside, you better clean! So I'd go outside and then like... just find some shit to do. Like I'd like create some game in my head. Then I'd go back inside my mom and be like, "What the fuck? I'm making dinner. Get out!" And I'd go back outside. And the dinners in summer were so lit. The most lit dinners, the most cookout dinners ever. When your mom like didn't start dinner for a while, you're like, "What the fuck is going on? What are we eating tonight?" That's when you knew you were bored as fuck in the summer. When remember being bored? I don't even know what that feels like anymore. Being bored in the summer. I'm bored, bro. I can't even remember saying that. Can you imagine saying that you're bored? I'm bored. I wish I was fucking bored. Dude, when I was bored in the summer when I was a kid, I would literally lay upside down on the couch and just like in complete silence and nothing else on TV. And I'd do it for like 17 minutes and then I'd like go walk outside and it'd be so fucking hot outside. It'd be like another planet outside. I was entertained by absolutely everything as a kid. Like we really did jump through the fucking sprinkler as kids. Can you imagine that? Like that's so low quality fun. It's just fucking, you're running, you know that sprinkler that like, it's spread out and it like goes back and forth. You just jump through the middle of it. It like hits your crotch and you're like, oh, shit. Why was that fun? Like there's nothing. Oh, I guess you could do like handstands and like cartwheels through it. Not that I did that or anything. Summer as a kid, bro. That's the best time of your life. You know when people are like, dude, college is the best time of your life. Live it up. I'm going to walk up to like a 7-year-old and be like, hey, motherfucker, listen to me. Just in the middle of the Target. Hey! Grab him by the shirt. His mom's like, oh my God. I'm like, stop. You need to hear this too. Get him real close to my face. I'm like, listen. This summer, you have no fucking responsibilities, so just shut the fuck up. Don't ever complain again. And beg your mom to get those Flintstone push-ups in the freezer aisle because those fucking bang. Okay. And you play Legos every goddamn day. Listen, hey. He's like looking around and shit like at the toy aisle. Like, hey. And you run through that motherfucking sprinkler as many times as possible. And you wear the same exact fucking shorts and shirt that you do every fucking day, okay? You never change your goddamn clothes because it doesn't matter. And you don't make any friends in the neighborhood because they're all weird as fuck, okay? Okay. Okay. Now, if your lower abdomen starts to hurt, it's probably because your appendix, so get that checked out. Okay. Weirdest interaction in a store. Okay. Fuck, I love that shit. Hashtag tips to get your way. Dude, I literally don't have any. I don't have any of those little, like, things that people do to get their way. They, like, fake cry and they guilt trip people. I can't do that shit. I just can't do it. I feel like such a bitch. Me fake crying, I can't do. I can't fake anything like that. Don't have any tips to get your way. No clue. Hashtag odd thoughts while driving. Odd thoughts while driving. I always think all the tires are going to fall off my car when I'm driving. Or I'm like, how does this motherfucking thing even work right now? Like, all you really have to do for your car is just put gas in it. That's it. Unless you really fuck something up. But, like, it's always just gas. Like, your car's a fucking maniac when you think about it. All that shit you do in your car. We gotta go here, we gotta go. All you have to do is put gas in it. It's like, and even when I have to get gas, I'm like, oh my God, every time I'm in a hurry. I always think all my tires are gonna just fall right the fuck off of my car. And I'm just gonna slide to my destination. Sparks and shit. I just pull up right in the parking spot. I'm like, I'm here. Hashtag, I don't like people who walk so slow. I walk slow, but, like, I know what's going on around me. There's a lot of people that, like, don't have, like, awareness. I've noticed that, like, when there's somebody walking fast next to you and you're walking slow, like, get the fuck over. God dang, it happens. And I feel rude because I'm in a hurry for something. I'm like, sorry, I got to walk a little bit faster than you. I always feel like the slow people that I, like, walk by real fast are like, oh, guess he's got somewhere important to be. I'm like, I don't know, bro. You're just in the way as fuck. People that walk like 3 deep, like 3, bang, 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 3 across on a sidewalk and they're all slow and shit. And just like, I'm like, there's other people out here. I just want to climb through one of their legs and keep walking. Oops, sorry. Hashtag, I just need a moment. Hashtag, I just need a moment too. Hashtag, this happens to me all the time. You're ever saying something to someone and you can't think of the word you want, but you know, like, it's right there. You're like, fuck. I just want to, like, pause the whole world and be like, what is that shit? Then be like, oh, it's therapeutic. Then go back in real life and be like, it's really, like, therapeutic. How do people know? How do people hit those words in real life? I really need a pause button to think of words like that. Or when, like, something happens and you're like, your brain clicks and you actually think of the word, like, at the last possible second. You're like, it's really therapeutic. And they're like, oh, yeah, it really was. You're like, oh, save that one. Fuck. Hashtag July is over. Oh, man. July is the last breath of summer, dude. That used to be devastating as a kid. When July would be over, you'd be like, ah, walking on thin fucking ice in August, dude. I saw Dave Portnoy tweeted, like, don't give up on August. It's still summer. It's still summer. Don't give up on August. Bro, he's right, but he's wrong. You shouldn't give up on August, but, like, dude, the way the media manufactures August is back to school, like, you got no choice, bro. Like, as a kid, you start school on August, like, 20th or, like, 17th. Like, that's fucked. It's over for you, bro. It's over. Because, like, your mom, even August 1st, even your parents are like, get in gear. Hey, we need to start going over some formulas and getting you back into the school zone. We're getting you back into your school groove. I'm like, fuck no. It's still summer, right? There's still 2 weeks. They're like, no. You lay your clothes out, you pack your bag, and get your school supplies ready for 2 straight weeks. Like, I swear to God, that's what my mom wanted me to do for the whole month of August until school started. Would just lay my clothes out and just, like, pray by my school stuff. Every store is like, back to school bash, bash, bash. This way for back to school, school, school. They like make it sound exciting. You're like, ew, no. That's devastating as a kid when you see that big fucking like pencil graphic hanging from the ceiling in a grocery store. You're like, oh, fuck, it's time. It's time. Stores don't let you enjoy summer for shit, dude. They give you like 2 weeks in the beginning of June. Then like June 15th rolls around. They're like, it's time for school. Do you need some colored pencils? You need a flash drive? Gear up for the best school year of your life. Or there's always an Old Navy commercial with a bunch of like kids wearing new back to school clothes and they're like dancing. They're like, and you're supposed to like think it's cool. I'm like, fuck all you guys. That is a nice shirt though. Could wear that for picture day. Who buys all new clothes for fucking school anyway, bro? I never did. I never fucking bought new school clothes. I wore the same, dude, I had the same backpack forever. My mom was not fucking with that. I had the same backpack from 1st to 4th grade, 4th through, still have it today. Kids that got new backpacks every year, bro, fuck off. The richest pieces of shit. Yeah, I got a new backpack. It's all plastic and all new the first day. It looks like a big fucking shoebox on their back. You're like, fuck off, dude. Loser. I've had the same crusty Adidas backpack since 1904. Rips all in it and shit. I love kids that don't give a fuck about the first day of school. That's my favorite type of kid. Kids that like didn't get a haircut, that like just wearing the same shoes they had on the last day of school the year before. They're like, you know, they're just wearing their normal. They're just like, fuck it, yeah, nothing special, bro. Just 7th grade, don't give a shit. The kids that had the fresh haircuts and the new shoes and new socks and new fucking school shirt and new fucking the back of their head was like sandpaper. Their haircut was so fresh. I was like, oh god, grow up. You're still the same dumbass to me, Alex. I swear to God, I had to, dude, the no haircut on the first day of school was such like a baller move. You're like, nah, just don't give a fuck. Oh, shit. Nothing's changed here, bitch. Same shit, same teachers. Just a new homeroom, motherfucker. The badass in school. I always definitely had the haircut and the shoes, though. Kids that got school shoes, they'd get them like a day before school started. When I got school shoes, it was like in the middle of July because my other ones like blew out. And I'd be like, Mom, I want school shoes. She'd be like, where are the ones we just bought you? I'd be like, ah, shit. They're already dirty. I don't care. All right. Never mind. Forget I asked. Oh, shit. Back to school. The smell when you get back to school, that's the worst smell of all time. Can't tell me different. The smell of like a freshly, like, ready for the doors to be open ass school. I'm like, gross, dude. Smells like I'm going to fail every fucking test this year. Smells like I'm already in trouble. Smells like in-school suspension. Hashtag what not to do. This happened to me like since I work at a restaurant. I'm like always, I don't know why this happened, but like for like 8 months of working at a restaurant, I was like, I'm not eating any of the food here just because like I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. Even like a little like something that like they're like, hey, you want this? I'm just gonna say no every time. And now I'm the complete opposite. Every time I go to the kitchen of our restaurant to get something, I'm like, where's the food, huh? I'm stealing some. Where's the food? There's some fries lying around here. There's some hush puppies somewhere. Where's the And sometimes, just I don't know why, bro. I don't know why I like broke down and did that, but like, and I won't eat a lot, but like I'll be like, oh, there's 2 fries right there, and I'll like eat them and be like, why the fuck did I just do that? But they're so good at the moment. So, dude, yeah, I went downstairs and there, like, someone was like, hey, you want this? And I was like, yeah, shit, I'll take one. And I like, ate like a biscuit. It was a biscuit. the biscuits at the restaurant I work at are so flame. And they don't look like they'd like be all that, but they are. And I had one, and I went upstairs to like go talk to this table I was serving, and I was choke. I do this thing where I eat hella food and I don't think I need a drink. Like, I never drink while I'm eating until I'm like until my appendix is going to explode. Until I'm about to die, I'm like, I don't need a drink. So I went up there and I was talking to this guy at this table, and he kept asking me all these questions about the menu mid suffocation for me. I was like, my eyes were watering and shit. I was like lightheaded. He's like, what comes on the, I was just like, I'll be right back. I like had a stroke. And I like chugged somebody's water that wasn't even mine because I was really going to die. How'd he die? How'd he die? He was explaining what was in the chopped salad. And he fucking fell over. Middle of the restaurant. Is he okay? Is he okay? Did he have a heart attack? No, he just ate a biscuit too fast. I swear to God, bro. I was talking to this guy, my eyes were watering, my face was all red. I couldn't even see him. I had like tunnel vision. You could definitely tell something was wrong with me. I was like, they got black-eyed peas, and just one chuck of sure. Oh, shit. Yeah, what not to do. Don't eat a biscuit and talk to somebody. A biscuit. All right, let's do days. Wednesday. National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. I feel like there's one of these every goddamn time. But National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. I'm always tempted to get one. Dude, I have a fucked up thing, man. I have a fucked up thing. When I'm really hungry and I go to Subway, I get like 2 banana peppers and like 15 cookies. I'm like, yeah, I went to Subway for lunch. Oh, shit. Just so my head's like, good job, you went to Subway. But I really had like 14 s'mores cookies. But I passed on the chocolate chip cookie. I did. I got 6 cookies at Subway on Saturday. Isn't that fucked up? That's like a normal. And I think I got more cookies later on. I was just fucked up, man. I got 6 cookies, 2 raspberry, 2 oatmeal raisin, and 2, hey, you know, I did get chocolate chip. Fucked up. Oh, shit. Thursday. National Underwear Day. I'm at the point in my life where I just can't wear underwear, man. It's so annoying. Like, at some points, yeah, you have to wear underwear, like, but I've done it before where I'm wearing jeans without underwear, and people are like, doesn't that like, and I'm like, not really, man. It just feels good. I just feel free. I don't like when my hips are restricted. When something's tight around my hips, I feel like I'm, like, less of a person. You know? Like, I can't, like, I'm moving weird. Like, I can't get my knee up as high, like, when I walk. It's just like not, and I feel like I'm in trouble when I'm wearing underwear, you know? I feel like I'm like, hi, hey, you, hey. And when I'm not wearing underwear, I'm like, ha! Christ, I can be myself again. I can think outside the box. Jesus, so restricting. Maybe I'm just buying, dude, I have had this problem where I always buy too tight of underwear, though. I swear I wore medium underwear, and I still do. Because I was like, I like it tight. And then one day I was like, this shit is way too tight. But loose underwear, imagine wearing loose underwear. Like, why even wear it? They're just shorts under shorts. That's where I am. Friday. National Fresh Breath Day. God, bro. My breath is bad. 100%, 10 out of 10 days. How does anyone have good breath? What do you guys do all day? You brush your teeth and you just fucking just breathe through your mouth like that all day and not eat a damn thing. I can't smell anything. Like, I think my smelling sense is like compromised pretty much. So like I can't smell my own breath. And when people, I don't ever smell anyone else's breath. So I just think it's not a thing anymore. But I always know deep down that my breath smells like shit, so I'm constantly like looking for like mints. That's my whole day. It's just like scavenging for mints. If someone has a mint, I'm like, dude! You ever like kind of hate somebody and then they talk to you and they have bad breath and you're like, I will kill you. Or if you're in a bad mood and you smell somebody's bad breath, you're like, I'm done with everything. I quit. I had a couple of those moments and I was like, I can't be that guy that makes someone else want to quit because their breath smells like fucking pudding or something. Oh my God. My friend told me one time he put a mask over his face, not because he was like scared of getting sick, because my breath smelled so bad. It was Derek James. He's like, bro, your breath smelled so bad that I like wear my mask. I was like, bye. Never talking to you again. Don't deserve it. Saturday. National Jamaican Patty Day. The word patty, I can't. National Mustard Day. Mustard. Oh shit, some people really fucking hate mustard, man. I love it. You ever change somebody's mind on like something like that? It makes you feel so good. My friend used to hate mustard. Hate mustard. He hated mustard. And I was just making turkey sandwiches like it was my fucking job one day, and I was putting mustard on each one. I was like, have one. Had like a little bit of turkey on the buns. You know the buns you buy, like hamburger buns. They're super low key and so soft at like just any grocery store. Like the grocery store brand hamburger buns that are just like fluffy and you're just like, fuck yeah. Putting turkey on those with cheese and a little bit of mustard. And then like a chips for the side. What's better than that? That's a summer fucking lunch, bitch. That's a summer lunch. Anyway, I would make those every day, every single day. And I was like, here, have one. He had one. He was like, it's pretty good. I was like, wait, it has mustard on it. I thought you didn't like mustard. He was like, it's not bad. I was like, I put mustard on the weirdest shit. Sometimes when I'm at Subway, I'm like, okay, I'll take a tomato basil wrap, 2 eggs, onions, green pepper, tomatoes, salt and pepper. And he's like, any cheese? That's all they ask, bro. They look at me like I have fucking 14 dicks on my face every time I don't get cheese. They're like, no cheese? I'm like, no! Who said I have to get... They think I'm a demon when I don't get cheese. And at the end, I'm like, and can you put one line of mustard on it? They like double take me and they're like, is it right here? And they point to the mustard and I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay. They like, act like I'm like the craziest person that's ever lived. I'm like, sorry. I like mustard. I'll put it on anything though. Mustard on eggs. For some reason, that's my shit. Why is that so good? Fuck. I could eat a bowl of scrambled eggs with mustard on top and be like, yeah. And then I'm like, I don't know why my breath smells. Fuck. Sunday. National Frozen Custard Day. I don't care what it is, what kind of ice cream you're into, if it's frozen yogurt, frozen custard, frozen sherbet. By the way, the spelling of sherbet. Can we chill? Just every single time somebody's like, have you tried this ice cream? Have you tried this ice cream place? This new ice cream place? Handles, bro. Have you tried Handles in the South? I'm like, hey, Dairy Queen is always the best. It's so good, dude. The moment I had soft serve ice cream after eating like scooped ice cream, I was like, why would they ever even have scooped ice cream? Imagine if there was like Rocky Road and it came out of a soft serve thing. You'd be like, ah, that's fire. Like, why can't they do that? Have chunks of shit in soft serve? There'd be a blizzard. Shut up. Meet me at DQ. That's what I sang after. They're like, oh my God, come to Grater's, come to Handles. This is the best ice cream you'll ever have. It's like really popular in the South and on the West Coast, and they have one here now. We should go. This is what I sang. Meet me at DQ, or else I will kill you. Oh, meet me at DQ. All right, yo. That's Shot 170. Espresso Podcast with 𝗫𝗫𝗀. Thanks for listening. I love you guys. Remember to follow on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Cameo, all at 𝗫𝗫𝗀. Rate, review, subscribe. I got shows all weekend at Helium downtown Indianapolis, and I'll be coming around wherever you want me to too. If you listen to this podcast and you're in a different city, let me know, and I'll come do comedy there. Okay. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye, fam.